Did Devin the Dream Haney just call Brian Norman Jr. a bum? You guys, if you do not have DAZN, I recommend you get it, especially with the breaking news that's going down with them setting up the ultimate subscription plan to get pay-per-views for free. Why? They still haven't dropped it on YouTube yet, but Brian Norman Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney just faced off, sat on a table against each other, in front of each other, and started talking crap. So Devin the Dream Haney in this face-off made it clear, made it so clear that he believes he's fighting a bum. That the only reason why Brian Norman Jr. is the WBO welterweight champion of the world is because the way he was set up to be, he hasn't fought nobody. That was what Devin the Dream Haney was saying. You guys, I want to be the first one to say this. I understand that we made videos on Brian Norman Jr.'s resume, and I understand where Devin the Dream Haney is coming from. In the interview, Brian Norman Jr. was saying that that knockout versus Gene Sasaki was the greatest knockout in the decade. Look it, man. I understand it's an absolutely great knockout. I've seen great knockouts in sparring sessions that were absolutely amazing. But it's the level of competition that matters to me. You can't say that when you got guys like Juan Manuel Marquez that knocked out Pacquiao in the 4th fight. That was just absolutely ridiculous. It ain't better than that, all right? But in my opinion, Devin the Dream Haney might be overlooking Brian Norman Jr. Now, I think Devin Haney has a great shot and the higher possibility to win this fight. But that doesn't mean that you need to underestimate your opponent. During this face-off, he's making it clear that he's on a different level. And in my opinion, this might be underestimating Brian Norman Jr. because of his resume, because of the people he's knocked out. Devin the Dream saying that he's never heard of any of his opponents before, only Gene Sasaki. And that's what he was supposed to do. Don't forget what happened when Devin the Dream Haney was talking crap to Ryan Garcia, saying the same exact stuff, no skills, low IQ. Even though Ryan Garcia missed weight and had ostarine in his body, he underestimated him. That's the final fact. Same thing for Keith One-Time Thurman when he fought against Manny Pacquiao. What happened? Huh? I thought Pacquiao was too old. I thought he was too slow. Keith One-Time Thurman. Absolutely fantastic fighter. Never lost before. He underestimated him.
Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arms. Pop, pop, pop. And they're like, whoa.
A few moments later.
From Manny Pacquiao. Oh, God,
there's many times in boxing history where you have seen A fighters with a lot of confidence like Devin the Dream Haney look at their competition, and because maybe their competition is over the hill, maybe they don't have the fighters on their resume, maybe you've never heard of him growing up. But at the end of the day, I don't like seeing Devin the Dream Haney underestimate Brian Norman Jr. You can't do that in a boxing fight, all right? In this interview, Devin the Dream Haney was saying that all Brian Norman Jr. has is power. He understands that in the pocket is where Brian Norman Jr. has the best opportunity. He made it clear that he knows that he got power. So in my opinion, I don't think Devin the Dream Haney is going to approach this fight and try to stand there in the pocket and strike with Brian Norman Jr. Now, I think it eventually will happen, but in the first couple rounds, he's going to have to fill it out. He's going to have to stay from the outside, understand the movements of Brian Norman Jr. All right? Dude, this face-off was so electrifying that it is hyping up the fight ridiculously. November 22nd, come already. Because the way Devin the Dream Haney is speaking, I want to know if it's cap or it's true belief. Brian Norman Jr. says he knows for a fact that he's the better fighter than Devin the Dream Haney. one thing about Brian Norman is he says he understands how good Devin the Dream Haney is. He respected him. He told them that you are one of the highest level fighters in boxing. Unlike Devin the Dream Haney saying Brian Norman Jr. is a bum. All right? Man, you guys, if you haven't watched it, I'd advise you guys go check it out before. I don't know when they're going to drop it on YouTube, but that was ridiculous, my friends. Wow.